Hi guys. Okay, now I did film a bit of work on this journal, but I don't know what happened, but I don't have the footage. I don't know what I did wrong, but it didn't record. So I'll just quickly show you a few things. I mean, it's no bother. I didn't do much anyway. I just had a quick hour to spare and I just did a few little things yesterday morning. Anyway, I have this. I don't know what this would be used for. And I don't know where I got it. Some sort of ribbon with, it's got wire down both sides. I don't know why it would have wire either, but it's got wire down both sides. Little bit ugly, looking at the whole strip, but if you cut it down, it's not too bad in small pieces. I've had this for ages now, so I didn't know how I would ever use it. You know me, I have to use everything somewhere, somehow. So I had glued some paper down to cover this page. It had writing on it. It was a book page. So I've just pulled the bit of wire out of both sides because this wire, it's really thin. You can cut it with, regular paper scissors. So I've pulled the wire out of both sides and this piece of paper only came to here. So the top bit of writing, I just put some of that ribbon over. And there's a little piece of it used. Okay, what else did I do? I shuffled a few pages around. I think this was in the center page before. So I've moved that around for some reason. Okay, this page I will work on today. This coffee-dyed atlas page, or index page out of an atlas, I've just turned into writing space. There. I need to put in a center page. I've got some beautiful 1927 ledger pages that I'm going to use in some of the signatures. Isn't it beautiful? These are those tall, skinny ledgers. And you may have seen some pictures I posted on my YouTube community page ages and ages ago, or Facebook. I was going to put some ledgers into my Etsy shop and some ledger pages, but then I couldn't bring myself to pull them apart. Anyway, I finally pulled a couple apart. Yeah, you know me. I love old books, old papers, and old ledgers. And old ledgers, they've been part of my old book collection, which is in the house, which is not part of my crafting materials. Anyway, I do have quite a few, so I've pulled two apart. A 60s one, I think, and a 1920s one. And I'm going to start using some. Okay, so I'll put some as center pages in this journal. They've got nothing to do with cooking. I just think they look really nice. I just love them how they are. I could rip them up and use them, but I'm not going to for this journal. I just want to put them as some feature pages in the journal. Those particular ledgers that I've got, the tall, skinny ones, the bulk of them are from a pharmacy or chemist, as we call them here. Okay, more writing space. What else? Oh, here there was a flap there. I've ripped that off because I'd like to put a book page pocket here. I found this old picture of, this is an electric oven. It's out of an electrical engineering book. I really love those sort of pictures, so I thought I'd put that in. I put this pocket in. This was part of the lost footage. In the back, I've just put one of those butterfly tags that I made a while back out of the collage phone book pages, because it's nice and thin and tall and skinny. It fits in there. And I like the lace hanging out the top of the journal. And in that pocket, I just put that 1939 was it? Yeah, 1939 photo. I left it in this little plastic sleeve. Yeah, it's a bit mangy, but whoever ends up with the journal can take it out if they want. So I've left it in there. And this was one of the faux photos that I made of that little girl on some coffee dyed cardboard. So I've popped that in there. I'll put an embellishment there later. What else did I do? I think that was about it. See, didn't miss much. Yes, my fingers are cold again. I can't warm up. Actually, it's funny because Darren bought me some slippers because he said I'm like a lizard. I'm so cold. My feet were too cold apparently every night. Oh, and I put this page here. This was out of an old children's encyclopedia. It's such a cute picture. So I've popped that there as it is. Didn't trim the holes off the side or anything. I just think it's so cute. Anyway, we call them toffee apples here in Australia. And I must say, I love toffee apples. Love, love, love them. Okay, so today I just want to do a few little bits and pieces. Okay, this page. Let's do that page. What else did I want to do? And this page, okay. Now this page, I'm going to cover that up. This one I just put that picture or that page there as it is. This is the very last page of the journal, so you'll see the back inside cover of the journal. So I didn't make it a pocket or anything. I just left it like that because, you know, I'll have a pocket on the inside of the back cover. This one I'll put a little pocket. This was another page out of that children's encyclopedia that I thought was pretty cute. I thought I would use this picture just as a little pocket because I've still got this little book that I wanted to pop in. Bread. Isn't it cute? Anne and David went to the shop for Mother. It's a bit tatty, but I just think it's so cute. Look how sweet and innocent it is. Not like the school books today where they try and indoctrinate your children. Isn't it cute? I just love it. Anyway, I had thought of sewing this into the signature so that it's a little book as it is. I don't know, maybe whoever gets the journal will want to pull it apart and use the pictures as little pockets or embellishments, or, you know, pull this apart and make something of it. So I will leave it intact and I'll put it into a pocket. And I'll put this pocket here. Okay, I'm going to use, this was that, the rest of that, let me move this aside a minute. And I need, I've got so much mess everywhere. What else? I need a glue drop page. Oh gosh, I better make something out of some glue drop pages soon. I've got so many, like a ridiculous amount. I've got a little shelf on the left of my desk there that I just shove them in, but now the shelf is so full I can't even fit any more on there. Okay, what am I doing? This was the cover of that old cookbook that we used the top half on the egg pocket a while back. You may remember. I'll use this little bottom piece to make this pocket. Okay. I will just cut this out. I might leave a bit of a white border. Should I? Ooh. This cardboard is just the right size, I'd say. Actually, No, I'll cut it to the picture. I won't leave a white border on. Stiff, skinny spaghetti. I was going to leave this on, but I thought I'll chop it off and just leave the little picture. Do you know what this picture reminds me of? I don't know. It may have only been an Australian brand, so maybe you didn't have it overseas. Oh no, there's no line I can cut along here. I'm too blind. But this picture, for some reason, reminds me of... If you're Aussie, do you remember Fielder's Bread? And it had that little bread boy with the freckles in the 70s and 80s. Fielder's Bread. I don't even think it's around anymore, is it? I don't know. But yeah, that reminded me of that. I know it doesn't look anything like it. It just, for some reason, reminds me of it. Okay. Fielder's Bread. Okay. That's why, that's why you've got to put true junk in your journals, I think. I should put more in as well. I just never do because I think people, aren't particularly fond of really junky journals. But something like this. Oh, get on with it. I'm talking too much, I know. Okay, so I've had this on my desk the whole time because I thought this would be nice to cut out and use as a big journal card in this cooking theme journal. I just think it looks nice and oldish style. I did test inking a bit here to see how it holds the ink, and it seems to stay on and not rub off too bad. I may have to use a permanent ink though. Anyway, I thought I could ink it up and make it look a bit older. But I think it's good to use actual real junk in your journals raw as it is, because sometimes those brands, go missing. Like, Fielder's Bread. You wouldn't think of it. I would never have remembered it unless I saw this little picture. But yeah, in years and years down the track, you look through your journal and, oh, I remember that brand or whatever that's now dead and gone. All right, stop talking. Get on with it. Let's put this in. I do like this little scruffy edge for some reason. I think I'm just going to leave that on and let it hang over the edge of the journal. And I'm just going to glue that there. Very basic. Should I sew it? I kind of feel like I need to sew everything. Wish I wouldn't. Okay, now where do I want that? Maybe I should have... I was thinking of doing it as a little side pocket, but now I'm thinking that book is small, so I may need to glue. That's okay. I'll leave this as a little writing space, I think. Yes, okay. I'll just trim this. Okay, get rid of that. Okay. To sew or not to sew? I might actually sew the whole page. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right. We'll leave that there as writing space. just ink it. Actually, I might stamp some little straight lines on there. If I can find my... I've got a homemade stamp somewhere. I haven't seen it in forever. It's lost in the never nevers of my room. Yeah, I've got a little homemade stamp with straight lines. If I can find that, I'll stamp there. All right. So I will glue that in that corner. Oh gosh, I have the most annoying song stuck in my head. I don't know what it's called, but it's something like it's a really old song. And if you see the actual film clip on YouTube, it's pretty funny. It's probably from this, I want to say 70s, but yeah, I'm not sure, but probably, yeah, 70s, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's early 80s. I think it's 70s. Anyway, it's called Una Paloma Blanca or something like that. I can never remember the name, because in the 80s, when I was a kid, there used to be this place called El Cabello Blanco here in Sydney. And it was like a theme park sort of thing. And it had, you know, the horses in dressage and, you know, did little acts and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was called El Cabello Blanco. And you always went there with school. You wouldn't actually go there yourself. But anyway, it's closed down now. But they had this song on TV, you know, El Cabello Blanco, and it had the same tune as this Una Paloma Blanca or something. I don't even know what the words are. Anyway, I'm gonna put the link to that song down in the description box below. Please go have a look at it. It's you probably, if you're an oldie like me, you will probably remember it. It's yeah, anyway, get on with it. That song is stuck in my head because my husband has been showing the grandkids some old songs, and it started with that song Video Killed the Radio Star. I don't know if you remember that. Anyway, so they were singing along to that, and then we were sitting there one night just putting on all these 70s songs for them, and that one, they were laughing at the clip, because, you know, it's so old-fashioned now. For them, it's like, you know, 200 years ago, because, of course, they think Darren and I are ancient. Anyway, now they keep singing that song, like, as a kind of joke. They sing it all the time. And so now that song is stuck in my head. And any quiet moment alone, I'm singing it to myself in my head. It's so annoying. Yeah, please go go look at that song. I hope you remember it. But if you don't, I hope it gets stuck in your head as well. You'll be cursing me all week. Oh gosh. Anyway, get on with it. No wonder nothing gets done in my craft room when I film. Okay. So that's that. Now, when this is dry, I'm going to sew straight down there and across there. And leave it at that. Yep. Okay. So that'll go in there. I like little bits hanging out, so that was perfect just to hang out there. Okay. I'm going to put that little book there because I know I'll forget what I was going to put in that pocket. And I'll also find something else to put in there later. I don't know what yet. Okay, this old electric oven piece, heater element in, oh, I can't read it, it's too small. Arrangement of heater elements in oven, electric range, or something like that. I don't know, I just like these old pictures. So I thought I might just put I'm just going to use this page just as it is. I think it's so nice like that. I want to make it a bit thicker. So this one I will just leave open here because I'd like to put some full pages of the old cookbooks in there. And I'll just use this bit of cardboard. This was from a children's shirt, you know, like a school shirt. They come in those plastic baggies with a hanger on the top. So I'll just save the cardboard out of it. Might do it that way because I don't want the white showing. Yeah, I'll glue it to that side. Okay. Okay. So these two, of course, we'll keep these for something else. Now this is already quite discoloured, so I don't want to overly ink it. So this I will sew to this corner, just straight down there and across, and I will leave that open. And there, I'm not going to glue that on yet because I just want to work on this side. Now for this side, I do have some photos and postcards that I'd like to put in pockets, but because a lot of my pockets are bigger, I was thinking I would sew across here, and that way I'd have two smaller pockets and I could put some photos in one and some postcards in the other. Got some postcards with writing on them. Yeah, and they could fit horizontally. But I don't want to sew this flap to the page because it'll show through the other side. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll just find the center. Okay, so what is it? 28 centimeters. Okay, I need to do this right under my nose. Okay. I will just going to draw a line along the center. Oops, look, I still didn't line it up. Anyway, what I'm going to do is a straight stitch along here, but just on this flap. So I'll open it up. I'm going to straight stitch along there, or zigzag, whatever, I don't know yet. So it looks like the page is sewn down, but then I'm going to just glue it. And then I'll sew around the whole pocket. So this will show sewing the stitches, but it won't actually be sewn to this. It'll be glued, if that makes sense. Okay, so I will quickly do that. So I've sewn that little piece. Oh, you know what? I should have edged the pocket with something first and then sewn it. Okay, maybe I won't edge it. Maybe I'll just ink it. No. Okay. All right. I've got some little wallpaper scraps here. I'm just going to, I don't even know what's in here. I've been throwing stuff in here for ages. What is that? Okay, maybe I'll just use, oh, this one. These are wallpaper scraps that they had the little holes and stuff. I had some wallpaper books a few years ago, and I pulled them all apart, and these were the ends that, you know, were all nailed together. Okay, I'll just use that. Yeah, these were the ends that the pages were all nailed together. So when I pulled them apart, I trimmed those off. I think the rest of the wallpaper I stuck in my Etsy. Actually, I've probably still got heaps to use up myself. Okay. Just snip this. Yeah, I should have glued this down first and then sewn the center. Because now I'm going to have a little bit that's not sewn. Can I live with that? Probably not. Let's see. See, now I have this bit, like I really want that. I may have to just, I don't say, I may have to just sew that little bit separate to join it up, because yeah, I want it to look like two separate pockets. Okay. I think I'll do that. So now, because I did it the hard way, I'll wait till this dries, and I'm actually going to sew that tiny little zigzag bit here, and then I'll glue that down and sew around the edges. Okay, I'll wait till that dries, and I'll put that pocket on the back now. That way, yep. Okay, before I sew that, I think on the other side, on this blank page, I've got a little bit of an offcut of the fabric that I used on the cover. I think I might just do a messy little, not a ruffle, but maybe some scrunched up fabric hanging over the side before I sew it. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. Just going to tack it down with glue stick first. I usually do this at the machine and scrunch it as I go. Which I think I may still do. I think it's easier actually. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this away from the sewing machine. I'll try. I usually scrunch as I sew. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just rip it off. Yeah, maybe I should have used acetone glue. I just want it very messy. Look, I'll probably rip this off and just do it at the machine. I think it'll be easier for me. Anyway, it'll be some sort of messy little scruffy ruffle. So it hangs over the edge like that. Okay, so I'll sew that. Oop, I'll sew that little bit. I'll sew top and bottom there, and I'll sew this pocket all the way down and across as well. Actually, because this is quite fragile, I might just put something on this side as well stuck to that. Okay, let me just see what I've got. Actually, I might put a bit of book spine. Found this little piece of book spine, which might do. Okay. I might put that there and glue it to the other side of that paper, and then I'll... Was that too much paper there? Let's take a bit off. I quite like the shape of it though. Maybe I'll leave it. I say as I rip pieces off. Okay, what about that? Alright, stop fussing. Okay. Yeah, see this little book page bit is a bit delicate. I feel like it's going to rip off, so this edge I'll glue to that. And then I'll sew it. Kind of wish this white bit wasn't there, but I don't think I can pull it up. Can I? No, leave it. I'm going to ruin it. Okay. Oops. Okay. That's better. Now that little bit is safe on that side. It's not going to tear off. Okay, so I'm just going to let this dry. I'll sew it and I'll come back to show you. Okay, I've sewn that. So I've got a pocket here, a pocket here. So they're two separate little pockets. I've sewn that ruffle. And I've sewn down there to make a large pocket. Okay. And this page I sewed down there. Let's snip this a little. Which has also sewn this bit of book spine on at the same time. All right, let's put those in the journal. Now, this was there. Okay, I might leave it there for today. The video's getting a bit long, and we'll be back tomorrow to work on the journal some more and fill those pockets. Thanks for watching. Bye!